Okay, so I'm not looking the prettiest for you, but a lot of the times with ACL Rehab, um, we miss a gait thing that for whatever reason you don't get back, and it's this. It's right. See this little back and this full extension of my leg, and it's a push. It's a push forward, right? So watch. I come to this tippy toe, and as I do, this front foot comes full extension. There's a shift. Right shift to the tippy toe. You see that? That is the hardest, right? So a lot of the times what we have to have them do is this, but notice the full extension is that J shape in my posture. All of this really matters. Full extension, both legs, lift up, breathe, reach, and then come back. Come back to full extension. That's another thing that people miss. ACL Rehab, that. And it's that little standing stretch, breathe. Okay? So that standing hamstring, but notice that hip extension, full extension. Here, breathe. Notice hips forward, shoulders pointing down, look ahead. Breathe out, reach, lift, hip forward, shoulders back. Okay? So that and that. It's hip, right? It's your gait up. Then this leg's gonna come up, come out. I'm trying to get you so you can see. All right, see? I'll come in one more. So it's forward. You roll forward to that tippy, up, full extension, out, and back. I'm gonna work on that motion right there. Okay, you can play. I'm just showing you different variations. We could do this, right? High knee, head back. High knee up, so here's this. So I'm kind of just throwing stuff at you. You kind of see that interior with front extension, so donkey kick. Actually, interior reach, now donkey kick. Right? What he's going to want to do is he's going to want to stay compressed, and you want to make him come full extension. Full, okay? Now sideways, there's a lateral thing that they miss, right? Don't know why, but it's the knee, my butt is going back, and I'm getting to that inner groin, and breathe. So just lateral lunge, side to side, hip. Always come full extension. He's not gonna like how it feels, I think. Breathe, right? And then you really wanna work at getting both hands, both shoulders point down, come up. Here's your next. What I'm doing is modifying for you. Here, look ahead. Notice it's not this, it's that. It's a very subtle shift that you have to be wary of. It's a very deep groin stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, reach. Then you can add rotation, one arm down, rotate towards the knee, rotate away. Right, come up. Fine, whatever. Make sure the shift is back. It's a hinge. Shoulders down first. That tilt in that pelvis. Breathe, rotate, reach. Nice. Okay. Standing hamstrings. Those, believe it or not, it's a lot of the hamstring problem. There's a point that you trigger point in the back, right here. If you could show him how to get his hand right up. So here's my knee, and it's that soft indentation part. And if you can just release that, it's in, you'll feel it. It's the deepest soft part in there. And then right above the knee, there's something called your vastus medialis. Google that. Right, that will help releasing that too. It's just a nice little lay on a ball. Kind of runs right up along here. Part of it would be your gracilis. Look in that anatomy, right? The vastus medialis. Right in there, that's a big quad muscle. Those should kind of work for you. What else? It's hard to diagnose ACL stuff. A lot of it is a gait, and a lot of it is, what I had to do when I had my thing was I had to stand and pretend that I was walking, and this is what I was missing. Because when people, what they do is they have a little subtle limp, and they do this, right? They hip it. We don't want to hip it. We want that heel to your butt, up, out, pretend you're riding a bicycle, and you can actually do this. Let this leg do what it wants, kind of. You'll notice it extends when it's supposed to on that right gait, right? And just reverse it, kick, pull, push, right? Woo! See how I'm doing that? A lot of people miss that, and they want to do this, but that's what you're doing. That's what the athlete is doing. He's kind of gimping. He's not using his glute. With that being said, the final thing you can do is make him do single leg squats, right? Holding on first, make sure that it's that right there, that the knee is back, the butt is back. You'll probably notice, and when he does that squat, make him really squeeze his glute and his front quad. Hold on and just do small mini. And then as he gets stronger, you can go deeper, but you have to keep that proper form and make sure you're firing that glute. Piriformis too. All right? Single leg balancing. And everything you do on the other one side, you should do on the other. Kind of go through all of these with him, right? Do a couple each side, and that's how I identify. That's why I say with sport yoga, it's the movement that identifies the weakness. Because whatever pose you can't do is that part of that pose that you need to work on. So for a lot of people, they can get here, and then the minute they start to go squat, you get that little wobble. That's because you're not activating the glute medius. So you need to squeeze, and you have to say, push your knee to the outside. That's why anatomy is so important, knowing your anatomy. So learn your anatomy so you know why I want that glute medius squeezed, because it makes that knee stay in line with that hip. Breathe. That's what it corrects. It corrects internal and external rotation of the femur. All right? But see, so this side for me is harder, always has been. This is my broken hip. But so now I'm gonna play, right? And always go back. Nice. And always stretch. We probably could simply do this. This standing, right? Perfect posture. You have that lift from the belly button, shoulders back. Breathe out. Postural alignment, 10 to 1. He has some kind of a kink somewhere. So it's flat back forward, right? And it's always that ready, almost. Just tell him like a 3-point stance. All right, that's the position that you want. That's your 3-point stance. And you're always looking ahead. Your shoulders are back. And you're lifting from the belly button. See this difference? People do this, right? But look, it's a lift. And you want them to go to the ground, straighten, breathe, look up, roll up, shoulder back, right? Hip check, breathe. Any of these hip things, because you don't use the knee right. For whatever reason, your muscles atrophy very quickly for us. They're the largest muscles in your body, right? The quad muscles. But they're the first muscles to lose strength and forget how to move properly. So you have to repattern it. So go through this, tell me what you think. I'm trying to teach you stuff quick. If you want, I could be a little better at it. Let me know if this was basic enough for you, if you want it more defined. Peace out.